There are people who dream of going on a nice vacation. Paris, Maldives. But there are people who dream of packing their suitcase and moving to Mars. Ha, cute dream. Mars is a popular topic in Hollywood, with films like The Martian and Life this year examining what we could discover once we reach our celestial neighbor, but most of them don't answer the most pressing questions. How will humans survive long-term after we arrive? Our bodies have been developed by millions of years of evolution on Earth. Our bodies are perfectly adapted to an environment on Earth. So it will be extremely hard for us to adjust to another planet. The main problem in moving to another planet specific to Mars is microgravity, which has many consequences. Bone decalcification. Astronauts lose bone mass 12 times faster. Muscle mass loss. In zero gravity, life is too simple for our muscles, and they melt away. Weakening of the heart. It grows weaker and rounder as it requires less work to produce. Inner ear disturbance. Our balancing organ works because of the weight of microscopic crystals on hair cells, which is lost when gravity is absent. The atmosphere of Mars is mostly carbon dioxide, surface of the planet is too cold to sustain human life, and the planet's gravity is a mere 38% of Earth's. Plus, the atmosphere on Mars is equivalent to about 1% of the Earth's atmosphere at sea level. But one thing is nice, sunrise and sunsets look similar to those on Earth during a very hazy day, except that the area around the sun is blue. So that's it. Pack your suitcase, we are moving to Mars. Despite these difficulties, scientists are trying to come up with ideas on how to still manage to live on Mars. NASA is already thinking about what type of housing we'll need to stay alive on Mars' surface. In 2016, 6 firms began developing feasible habitat prototypes. Completed prototypes in 2018. The researchers plan that habitats must be self-sustaining, sealed against the thin atmosphere, and capable of supporting life for extended periods without support from Earth. Another point for thought is how much space is needed for each crew member. Imagine what a nightmare it is to spend months in one location, surrounded by the same walls day in and day out. To avoid claustrophobia, how far apart would they have to be? Missions aboard the Capacity shuttle lasted 7 to 15 days, and there was limited space for each crew member. Crew members onboard a space station for a considerably longer period of time, it just requires more room. According to this logic, it's feasible that livable bases on Mars will demand additional living space. The recent film The Martian portrayed the kind of habitats NASA is investigating for Mars. The easiest approach to make a habitat self-sustaining on Mars is to keep food and medicinal supplies stocked, but with a thin atmosphere and little sunshine, growing anything can be challenging. Artificial leaves, which are intended to operate under extreme environments, might provide a first-aid remedy. These silicon rubber leaves can convert a small amount of sunlight into enough energy to drive the chemical processes required to create medication and other substances. Keep in mind the Martian soil isn't like the soil on Earth. It lacks organic rotting biological materials that plants need, and it will need to be cleansed of some toxic materials. Water on Mars is scarce, with rover Spirit and Opportunity finding less than there is in Earth's driest desert. But that's the way they thought until scientists have nearly conclusively discovered that a lake of liquid water lies beneath the surface of Mars, confirming the long-held assumption that the red planet previously had vast seas and possibly the potential of life. By firing radar pulses near the planet's ice caps, the Mars Express spacecraft and its Marsus system identified the 12.4-mile-wide lake beneath the planet's surface. The polar ice caps offer pressure and a layer of insulation from the planet's severe environment, reducing the melting point and keeping it from freezing, similar to pockets of subglacial water in Antarctica. Researchers highlighted in a report published in the journal Science that the lake is likely more of a briny muck than a pool of liquid water. How we may envision it on Earth. It's a bone-chilling -80 degrees Fahrenheit where it's located. According to one scientist participating in the investigation, the pool lies nearly a mile below Earth and holds a considerable quantity of water. So do we have hope of moving to Mars? I mean, we figure out the water, food and housing. Let's not forget that the technologies and our knowledge is increasing through the years, so the problems we have now may not be an issue in the future. What do you think about that? Write down in the comments if you would like to move to Mars. Reminder, it's a new channel, so don't forget to subscribe to not miss any other video and help me grow my new channel. Bye for now.